beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Welcome to another All Signs, love tarot reading. All Signs love reading, and as is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, All Signs love messages reading. You could be here in July 2023 in real time as I channel for you, but you could also be here many months, even years later. You're here when you're meant to be here. All readings are timeless. This is a fated connection between you and I, between you and your reading today. So welcome. I'm really happy you have found your way here. Before we begin your reading, I just want to let you know that down in the description you will find all the decks that are coming in today. You will also find the tarotcloset.com, as well as all the playlists, all zodiac signs, messages from your person. Of course, more All Signs love tarot readings, though I think I have that titled Love Tarot for All Signs, Love Tarot for the Collective, and Love Messages. Love Messages, maybe it's messages from your person. I think it might be Love Tarot messages from your person. You know what? I'm not really sure. Anyway, you can find that that playlist as well down below. And it's also, of course, on the channel. If you are on a twin flame journey, there are very long and in-depth twin flame, I'm tongue-tied already. Twin flame readings below. So feel free to explore if you are inspired. Why is this here? Why is there a card here that does not belong here? It's the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is also coming in. It's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is not this deck, but here it comes. This is your first card. Somebody's coming back in here. Saturn and Pisces energy, also the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. This is telling us exactly what you think, that things need to be worked out here. Are things going to be worked out? Do they need to be worked out? They do, I feel, but are they? Let's see. We're just starting. Your reading's already coming down quite fast, so I'm going to try to speed this up here. You could be here in July 2023, of course, in real time, but you could also be here many months, even years later. All readings are timeless and meant for you when they find you. This is a fated connection between you and I. You are here when you're meant to be here, so I'm really happy that you have found your way here. It's the Six of Pentacles. That is quite a giving energy. The Moon in Taurus. Okay, and my throat chakra is already going bonkers. What's going on with your reading? Also down below, you will find all zodiac signs, messages from your person, more love tarot, love message readings. I'm not really sure. I think I'm calling them love messages, love tarot. I don't know. Anyway, they're below. Also, all the decks that I am using today will be down in the description. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are very long and in-depth twin flame readings also below. So feel free to explore. Remember to take what is for you and let the rest go. This is a general reading. And lastly, I would like to invite you to like today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. This helps the channel so much more than I can even tell you, so that I can continue bringing you free readings here at YouTube. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Let's see what else is going on here, because this is a giving energy. This is your person, your specific person, your someone, maybe someone that's coming into your mind. This is them coming back in here, literally wanting to work things out. Giving here. Is this coming through in a message? The Six of Pentacles is really interesting because the pentacles are separated. Yeah, this is a no contact and or in separation reading. However, it can be for some of you, it's someone that you're just not communicating really well with. Maybe it's just not communicating and it's someone around you. It really is going to be different for everybody. And as I say that, we have this little messenger here, and we also have 3 pentacles on the bird. Of course, there's 3 here. And, well, yeah, that's the 3 of Pentacles. That's Mars and Capricorn energy. That is a collaborative energy. That's communication. So what are they bringing here? I feel like, well, the want, the desire to come and work things out. Maybe it's beginning in a message, maybe it's not. The 8 of Pentacles is in the partnership placement, so there's a lot of things going on here. It's also telling us that that it wasn't working out. It didn't work out because this is somebody who ran. When this was in the upright, the 8 of Cups was a runner that may have left you feeling, well, yeah, abandoned, like they don't love you. But we also see they're coming back in here and wanting to work on things, work things out. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles. So are you still going to be around? It's the Hermit in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Fool in reverse, the 8 of Cups. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So this, I want to show you this. This is a lot. It's a page here, which is, as you can see, an octopus and a red octopus, a really fiery energy, a hot energy. I want to say an urgent energy or a passionate energy, a page energy, who could or could not be chronologically younger. That's not the case. But I mean, it's not the case for everybody. And it really is sending a message regarding this connection. So this is, I feel like it's new love coming in, but I want to say to you, it's also clear, look, that we have a spinner with the 8 of Cups. We also have the Fool in reverse. So this is telling us what happened, look. And it's the Lover's card in reverse. This is confirmed what we already know. This is no contact and or in separation. Breakup energy. For some of you, it might even be a divorce. Something legal. That's not for everyone, but it is here. So this person has regrets leaving. You can see it quite literally. This careless with I feel emotions. Yeah. Leaving. This is leaving. The Fool in reverse and the 8 of Cups, the separation. And we're also seeing in the Lover's card in reverse, Gemini energy, by the way. Archangel Raphael, the angel for healing, just wants everyone to be happy, healing what's broken, new beginnings in reverse here, but this is what we see them trying to do. This octopus lives at the bottom of the ocean. It's very deep, as deep as it goes. So an octopus coming up here is a lot of emotions. They're a little tangled up. You can see it. They're holding on to the pentacle though. You know, they have it, it's almost like when you're floating in the water, you know, when you're playing, you know, you're diving in and you found something and you're holding it up in the air, but you're kind of treading water. This is what's going on for me. It's page energy, but they're wanting to come in here and address this for sure, because this was the leaving. This is the Fool in reverse and the 8 of Cups here and the Lovers in reverse. So they regret leaving here, being careless with your emotions. The Ace of Swords, right below the 6 of Pentacles. This is a very giving energy. It's the opposite of what we're seeing here, right next to the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, which we know is things working out or needing to be repaired, I want to say. Are they coming in for that? Is it simply telling us that? Because we do see it stuck. The Hermit here is in reverse. This is Mercury and Virgo energy. And of course, you go in the Hermit card for clarity, quest for personal truth, spiritual illumination to figure out what you want. Well, we see that. The very first card coming down, a deck that doesn't even belong here, which is the 8 of Cups in reverse. So this is not only a return, and it can be to a dwelling for some of you, a home, you know, apartment, a place of residence, I guess I should say, but it could be city, state, country, and also coming back into the connection. And that's what we also see has been stuck, and that really needs to get worked out, whatever everybody's going to do here. The Hermit energy, it's where you go to figure out what you want, and it's in reverse. So we know that there's a loneliness here, that there's a separation here, and there's a stuck energy. And there's also a fear, I feel, that is coming from your energy of maybe not being sure, being afraid that maybe it's a mistake. We can see in the Seven of Pentacles that you've been waiting a long time. This is Venus and Taurus energy, and this is, well, yeah, waiting for what? I mean, look at all the spider webs here in the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles here. So that's the really giving energy, but we're also seeing the Seven of Pentacles in the very first placement coming back in here. And it looks like you're still going to be here unless we, it could be a spinner. I'm not feeling it right now. And that tells me that it could or could not be. So it may or may not come back in reverse when we bring in another deck. Either way, it's still here, the energy, waiting for that. But it could really easily change. It's a minor arcana, it's a drop of a hat. It's a day-to-day energy. And that's the energy of saying, you know what? I've just been waiting and waiting. Here, it's not working out. Look, it's stuck. Nothing's moving here. We have so much to work out. I'm not here, but we're seeing you here. Those pentacles on all these spider webs. This spider going over here and doing all this work, weaving all these pentacles and looking at them all. Of course, 7 pentacles. Waiting patiently, controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't, but tiring of it. You can see it. It's a stuck energy. It's really a figure out what you want. Well, we see the energies from them. Their emotional energy is quite deep. Pentacle energy. So it's sort of like holding it back, And as I said, there's this newfound energy here as they return because they're holding it up from an octopus, which is coming up for air. It's really deep energy. They're still a little tangled up here. And that's also coming through the full card in reverse is also maybe still a current energy. Aquarius and Uranus energy. And for me, it's for sure a spinner. It's a spinner because there is a new start. Whether it's together or not, we need to see that. But we also see the past energy here and the Eight of Cups, the running that we know went on already because they're coming back. Look at the star energy here, shooting across. And this is the upright energy. So this is the leaving you feeling like they don't love you, which they regret because they do. This is Gemini energy. These cards are something else today. Yeah. What decision do they regret? They all came down together. They regret leaving the connection, and that's why they're coming back. Is this wish fulfillment? Biggest wish because they weren't looking here. So this was it's kind of the energy of not having fulfilled that wish, which we know was very hurtful energy, and why you've been waiting and waiting for that wish to be fulfilled in the Seven of Pentacles without the outcome. It's really stuck. They don't know what they want. Well, they're figuring it out, and I think you're still going to be here. They regret leaving. They're coming back in, and there's an energy of having learned their lesson. I got to tell you, though, some past energy here. Is this any current energy? We need more. But the Ace of Swords is right here, right next to the Lovers in reverse. So we know that there has been some bad decisions that they've made. And the very first, which is really very clear, is leaving because they have regret. And here it is, the Fool card in reverse, kind of an apathy. Not really taking things serious, possibly emotional unavailability, But that's also telling us in the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, that they might have not been honest either about what? Well, their feelings for one, because they're acting like they just found that pentacle. And they're very deep. It's a very passionate, urgent energy. Be interesting to see what's coming through. Maybe the Knight of Wands. Well, I feel the energy anyway, because there is a little bit of immature, impulsive energy here. It's a realization that they shouldn't have left, that they regret it. They're coming in here giving. Now, I want to tell you, the Hermit card, we see is still very much, oh yeah, look, the Three of Swords in reverse is still very much in reverse here. You know, it's a major arcana. But this is also, well, you're afraid to repeat. That maybe there's a feeling of, do I want to do this again? Are they going to hurt me again? Afraid to repeat the past mistakes. And that's also an energy that's coming from your person here too. And maybe that's why it's more impulsive, because it's just kind of coming in when it's coming in. And look what's here. This isn't surprising at all. Look at this card. Look at those tusks here. Look at the chains below. It's the Three of Swords in reverse. It's Saturn and Libra energy. So we already know that there's heartbreak around this. Divorce for some of you, a loss and sadness around it. But you know what else is coming through? Apologies and healing and recovering. So that's what they're giving. It's really clear. The feelings, how they feel about you, how they feel about the connection, how they feel about what they did. While there's an epiphany going on here, they have a lot of regret. Look, the Eight of Cups is looking at the Lovers in reverse. Are those Scorpions? Ooh, yeah. It's a really intense energy. They're hovering around a poppy here. Healing for sure. Venus energy, of course. It's forming a heart. Scorpions are, well, yeah, they've got those little stingers, but you're completely connected here. And it's in reverse. And we know that they have a lot of regret for the decision to leave. And they want to apologize. And that's the giving energy in the Six of Pentacles. Apologize for what? For lying about how they feel? Also, bad decision to leave. What else? Was there something else for some of you? Could there have been a third party? Yeah, you're going to know that. Maybe not. We see it's a possibility here. It's not always romantic. It can be, but it can also be family of origin, cultural, religious differences, location, and it can be them, you know, like they're in their own way. And this is sword energy. It's transactional energy. It's clarity in relationships. And we see that they're kind of surprised by these deep emotions here and realizing how foolish, quite literally, they were. And this is the regret for the bad choice to leave. And this is the apology here coming in the Six of Pentacles giving. That's the communication here. And we see that it's separate, you know, and that's the thing. It's reciprocal. So it's communication and the other three here, communication. It's both of you here in that energy. It's in the upright. That's the moon in Taurus. And that's the moon in the upright in this energy, which is communicating in a new way, opening up, bringing in Pisces in there, Gemini and Cancer with the moon card, looking into the things that haven't been getting looked at. Because this Eight of Cups, when they left, I don't think they were really clear. The moon's not even full, you know, and that's, you need a full moon to highlight everything. The conscious, the sun, highlighting the subconscious, the moon, to see it all. They're not looking at any of it. So whatever decision they made, it might have even been a little impulsive and immature because they're regretting it now. You're kind of halfway here, I feel. But this apology also is showing us exactly why. Regret for leaving. Bad judgment for leaving. What else? Possibly for some of you, a third party. Not being honest about how they feel, clarity about someone or something else. Not working on the connection, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Not really putting the effort in, you know, kind of lack of focus energy. Yeah. And all this while, you see this little wild goose chase going on with them. You're just here in the Seven of Pentacles saying, look at all those webs. Look at all those spider webs I worked on. You have help here. Look with the fireflies in the night. Waiting and waiting here. Is this a, oh, I know. What is this spider, you guys? I forget English, being in Austria so long, with the red dot. Is that a poisonous spider? Interesting. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, this isn't surprising at all. Look. I mean, look at the... Well, it's Gemini energy, first of all. It's the sun in Gemini energy, and it's the ending. You can't get any more swords in. sadness around it. Look, this baby bird has their mouth wide open sitting in the nest. It's a feeling also of the Seven of Pentacles for me. You know, look at the cracked eggs have fallen out. Is that the baby with the swords in it? Is that the mother crying? Surrounded by fireflies, which want to light the way to get out of the Ten of Swords. It's the sun in Gemini. That's the sun coming up, because we see it hasn't arrived yet. Is that the sun coming, or is that the moon? Generally, it's a pretty dark card with the sun coming. In any case, that's a new cycle. That's a pretty great outcome if that's what you're trying for, hoping for. You know, the future's not fixed. Everyone has free will. Energies, outcomes, they do change. There's a nest here. So were you building a life? Were you planning to build a life? Was it on the table? Pun intended. In any case, that 10 also deduces into a 1, and that's finding the opportunity here to come in for this apology. And I feel just a really impulsive energy. And it's funny that that was in the deck today, because this is feeling like a spinner for me, because this is a lot of the Three of Swords energy and the Lovers in reverse. It's a lot of regret. It's wanting a new start, an apology. And when I say moving on from whatever happened, it's not a let's pretend it didn't happen, although that is coming through. So for some of you, that might be some of this leery energy here in the Seven of Pentacles, you know, and also in the Eight of Cups. The Hermit in reverse, excuse me, that feeling of being afraid to make the same mistake. So yeah, you know, that can be coming through. Because that moving on energy is working through everything, which feels, you know, like an impulsive energy from them, but it goes really deep. And starting the journey, because the Fool is spinning for me, and it's highly likely that we're going to see it in another deck. And if we don't, it doesn't matter. It's still here. And that's the energy of starting over and wanting, well, apologizing and also hoping for that forgiveness in this spinner. And not taking that into the new beginning. So whether you're not taking it in and going off, if you do reverse this Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Swords coming through here, or you're coming together here, look. Yeah, so this is more of that energy. It's just really clear what went on here. My gosh, and the Justice in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of regret for leaving. This is telling us what we already know. It's the Seven of Swords in the upright. It's Aquarius energy. This was the running. This was the dishonesty. For some of you, there may have been a betrayal. So we do see that. It's not for everybody, but it is here. And that's also the regret. It's connecting here as well. And it very strongly connected with the Eight of Cups. And it's very strongly connecting with justice. That's the truth. That's the truth. And we see here that there's dishonesty, there's running, and boy, do they regret it. And boy, do they want to apologize, and hoping you will forgive them. Coming in, I feel really wanting to work things out, because it's really stuck in this Hermit card energy. It's a major arcana. And I feel like everybody's kind of stuck there, because you're not really sure if you want to go down this path again. And they're there because, well, yeah, they're stuck. You know, you go in there to figure out, to get some clarity and to see what it is you want. But we also see that it's spinning, they're getting out, because we see here, it's not a real strong energy with the Page of Pentacles of moving forward. Say, for example, well, the Chariot card or the King of Pentacles. But we see it brewing, and we do see in the Eight of Cups in this spinner here, acknowledging having left, that they are coming back in and they've learned a lesson. What is that lesson? It's the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is a really confident energy, a really feisty energy. Look, the messenger here. This is rising above conflict. Also a message. Holding on to the wand, the energy of love. The sunflowers are connected to the sun. They don't grow without the sun. They don't grow without the sun. And that Ten of Swords, that is the sun in Gemini. Gemini is all about communication, and we know that this has just been lack of everything. And that's what's opening up for me. We see here the sun being in the upright in this energy. And the sunflowers, they need the sun, and that's the source, the life force, God, Goddess, the universe, the divine, and also the crown chakra and the knowing here on both sides. Of course, this is the Queen of Wands, so it's not a lion. It's the hunter. This is the hunter. This is who goes and gets the food. It's an energy of knowing what they want. So now we are seeing that it has kind of graduated, if you will, that pentacle energy into the Queen of Wands energy of knowing here. And quite possibly, maybe something's being heard. And there's some worry here that you are in that energy. Look, these just sliding right off. They're yours. Being told to look down at the bottom of the deck. It's the devil. Is this a rabbit? Is this a deer posing as... Is it a rabbit posing as a deer? What is it? Is it a deer? In any case, look, there's the heart. And this is very strongly connected to the Lover's card. By the way, we don't have an overall energy yet. This might be it, is what I'm hearing. Sometimes it never comes. Sometimes it's a love message. The Lover's card and the Devil's card are very connected. Whatever has been going on here clearly affected you. So the running, the dishonesty, possibly somebody that has an addiction. That's not going to be for everyone, and it doesn't always come through. And some betrayal for some of you. It's really clear. It's not for everybody, but it is here today. And that's just more of the energy of what they regret. It's really strong. Yeah, so how could you not see that? Okay, this is what happens. I'm going to show you this because this is what happens. Okay, it's Page of Swords here in reverse. So they're coming out of that. I feel nocturnal energy too, of kind of just keeping an eye on things but holding the truth. It is still some immature energy, and it's telling us what we already know. The breakup energy, the separation energy. These wanted to show themselves. Look at this. The Strength card. The Strength what? To get out of this Eight of Swords. It's in reverse. This is freeing themselves up again. This is an energy of, well, the Eight of Swords, you kind of put yourself there. You know, it's Jupiter and Gemini energy from no communication. It's freeing that up. Quite literally, Leo energy here. This little mouse facing the snake. Look at that heart. It almost looks like it's being lifted up by the fireflies. And of course, that's the sun. That's the source. This is the Strength card. That is the energy here. It's the outcome. It's the crown chakra and the knowing here. Pushing through here to get out of the Eight of Swords to talk again. Also, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Having some issues, we know that. This is your overall energy today. Actually, it didn't come that way, so we're not going to leave it that way. By the way, the 8th star in the star card, that's a gift to the Strength card. And that's bringing in what we see here, the epiphany, wanting to apologize, regretting leaving. Literally, it's so clear, regretting lying. For some of you, some betrayal. So this is pretty heavy because they're hoping that you're going to forgive them. But that star that's gifted to the Strength card is bringing in the hope for renewal. And I also feel like for clarity for everybody, because the Hermit is in reverse. Hi guys. That camera is going to be the end of me. And now here's the Lion. Both really similar cards. Where did it go? What did we do? Did we put it back? Did it go back in the deck? You're saying it's right there. Why do I feel like it got put back? What am I missing? it doesn't matter, I guess. We know the Queen of Wands was here. The King of Wands is here too. That's why. When I looked under the deck, wow, that's interesting because it's sort of like hiding. It's divine feminine and divine masculine energy. We all have both. So it's not about gender. That's what happened there. Look, the Star card came in. They loaned the Star to the Strength card before going in reverse. This is also telling us that there hasn't been communication here and that it's been depressing. And there's some ego here. Yeah, that's not surprising at all. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are both here. The cards are really similar cards. So we know that there's a lot of fiery energy between you. And the Devil is just on the run here. Interesting. Yeah, the way that just came out. When things were working, they're intense. It can be overwhelming, I feel like, for the two of you. And when they're not, it can be intense. This is intense. It's the King and the Queen of Wands energy. But this is also the King of Wands energy here, which is a really bold, courageous energy of moving forward. The Six of Wands is in reverse. So it's really, I feel you here in this energy today connecting with the Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of hiding under there now. And that's just maybe not waiting anymore for this. If they're not fast enough. I mean, look at this. This is overcoming all the obstacles and the challenges. This is the victory wreath. It's in reverse. And it's an energy of kind of not waiting. And that's coming through with the Seven of Pentacles. For what? Because the Seven of Pentacles is the outcome that you've been waiting for. You're still here. We're going to bring in another deck and see if it's coming back. But that's the Sun, which has been very prominent in your reading today. That's the outcome. That's the hopefully successful, joyous outcome that hasn't happened, that you've been waiting for, that you're tired of waiting for. New cycle, yeah. Deducing into a 1, yeah. Potential, yes. The opportunity for that, will you still be here for it? We're going to bring in another deck. I'm going to move the energy, so I'm not taking any right now. This is in German. If you watch my readings, you know, and I'm in Austria. You won't really miss anything, don't worry. I will tell you what they are, and you'll also just see. So let's see what's going on, if there's some clarity and validation of this return with this apology and this massive regret. You know, and it's a really... yeah, the energy, you know, the fiery, passionate energy between you. And that's the other thing I want to tell you. Look where the Strength card is. It's right below the Queen of Wands. And that's more of that energy. It's really high chemistry between the two of you. You can sometimes overwhelm each other, but this is also manifesting it to be what you want, I want to say. But there is a little message to be careful if you are coming together, because it can be a union, but a particular kind of union. For those of you that are in person, it's not going to be for everybody. We know there's soulmate energy here. For some of you, there's twin flame energy. I know not everybody's on a twin flame journey, and that's going to mean a lot of different things here. So, you know, if you're still here, if you're on a twin flame journey, I definitely recommend checking out the twin flame readings. That they might, well, they'll resonate with you in a very different way. Thank you. Well, I need to look under there as I said that. It's the Three of Swords. So that's the spinner, the Three of Swords. Here it is in the upright. Just wanted to remind us that, yeah, there's heartbreak around here. For some of you, divorce, sadness around it. Okay. So that's a spinner. That's also what they regret. I mean, we know that. There's a lot of regret in the Lover's card in reverse. Bad choices. The Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups here. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is the Mourning card. It's an extra card. It's still a weight, I want to say. It's almost like the Sun in reverse in many ways. And that's saying that it will be resolved. We see that in the Eight of Pentacles as well. But it's not happening right this minute. It's the Ace of Cups, I know. It's in German. This is that octopus here where their energy is the strongest, all those emotions really deep, holding on to that pentacle. I kind of feel like that's them. And it brings in also King of Cups energy for me, you know, sort of scared of all the emotions and hiding them. Coming in here with what? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This can be marriage proposal energy. Do I feel that here? Not really. Some of you maybe were already married or you were on getting close. Maybe that is coming through for you. It's not for everybody, but it's also the proposal of, you know, maybe a new beginning, to talk, to get together, to make some decisions here. If you're still here, you know, because we see that there was a lot of dishonesty and possibly betrayal. Yeah, they have a lot of regret for leaving. And this is a really emotional energy. It's the Nine of Swords in reverse. I want to show you the energy. So this is healing. Yeah, this isn't surprising. It's Gemini and Mars. And that's Mars, of course, is the planet of action, passion, drive, and conflict. And it's the beginning and the end. This is coming out of that Nine of Swords. And we know the Ten of Swords is here. And that, again, it's Gemini energy, Gemini and Mars. So it's more, and the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's more of, well, yeah, it's the energy of communicating again. There's the Ten of Swords again. Okay, so I thought it might come back. Okay, it's the Devil again, too. So what's been going on in this connection? We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, and we have the Strength card. So there's really high chemistry, I want to say. Wow. Yeah, and this, just be careful. If for some of you, you can see your person here. We have the Devil energy. I feel like it's coming from all sides in some ways. It's the Six of Pentacles now in reverse. Okay. So yeah, were they breadcrumbing? Yeah. Was there a lack of reciprocity? Yeah. It's just more energy of what we already know. And this is also wanting to come through. It's the Wheel of Fortune and it's the Two of Pentacles. Okay. All right. And these two just slid off. That's it. That's it, you guys. Okay. We're going to look at these in just a moment. Yeah. So the Two of Pentacles, this is Capricorn and Saturn energy. Is this some of you too? And is this somebody that has another romantic connection? Maybe that can be the case, but keep in mind, this is a balancing act as well. It's sort of like a faint infinity symbol here, you know, and that's also connected to Libra, which is the truth, which is balance. It's the yin yang energy. And of course, twin flame energy, the infinity symbol, but yeah, it's balance. It's the truth. And pentacles can be romantic love, but it can also be money and jobs, family of origin, particular ideas. Look, farting around here. But look what we see. We see the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. This is always turning. You were meant to meet. It is a fated connection and your destinies are intertwined. A deep soulmate connection here. You know, there's love here still. I feel it. I know it doesn't always mean that it's going to come back together, though. That's just life, isn't it? And we feel this energy here of you not being sure because you're really drawn to each other. There's a really intense chemistry between you. So I feel like you keep finding your way back, or even if it's energetically and you haven't even quite come together yet, for some of you, whatever the case may be, there's not warnings, but there's a little bit of that energy of, you know, to stay about your wits here. And so this could also be you. We are seeing the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a new start. So who's the new start for? Is it together or is it apart? Possibly a message coming through. Yeah. And these are the last two coming through. Look, it's the Eight of Swords now in the upright. There's so many spinners today. A lot of times they're spinning and I never see them again, but we're seeing we're seeing it here. It's the Eight of Swords in reverse. I think we saw the Eight of Swords. Well, yeah, Duh. And here's the Eight of Swords and upright. So it is this immature, kind of hot and cold energy, you know, of being stuck and not being stuck. But it could also be you a little bit in here, you know. And I have to say it's really everybody, because you're not really communicating. And there are some power struggles. There's a lot of, well, yeah, there's a lot of chemistry between you. And that can sometimes pose tricky situations, you know. So here's the message that might be coming through. This is the Eight of Wands in the upright. It's Mercury in Sagittarius energy. It's the fastest movement. And Mercury, of course, is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. Gemini is all about communication, thinking about communication. So this can be a message coming through to kind of kick things off here. And I've been feeling it. And is that what's coming through in that message, you know? An apology, we know that with the Three of Swords, the spinner, regret for leaving. Yeah, we see that too. That's really very strong. Coming back in here in the Eight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, that can be working it out, beginning with maybe this message here and bringing this apology for sure. What else? I don't really feel like it's a proposal, but maybe for some of you. But either way, it's the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So this is telling us that it's a turning point in this connection. And that things are, well, yeah, things are changing. And there is a fear here of change. We see that. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius, they are fixed signs. And, you know, but whatever the outcome is, the highest and the best path for everybody here, I do feel that there is a solution. Are you still going to be here? Okay. And what is in that cup? A lot of things we know, but what else? For some of you, maybe it's quite big. This proposal energy could be talking it through too, or just reading this message, because this is a message coming in. It's an emotional message and it's apologetic. A lot of humility and regret. So that is a really big takeaway for me here today. Of course, energies and outcomes, they will, and they do change. Everyone has free will. We're going to bring in some channeled love messages and close your reading today. I was a complete jerk. Messages from their higher self. You are on my mind 24/7. Thinking of you gets me through. It's the Strength card. I dream about our life together. It's all I want. So that's for, are you sending that also? You're so drawn to each other. The chemistry here is so high. Songs are constantly being played that remind me of you. Okay, so that's a sign for me. I need to bring in song messages. Every time my phone vibrates, I hope to God it's you. Well, somebody's sending a message through here. For those of you on a twin flame journey, you know, it's clear that there is a third party and wanting to communicate here, having some realizations. But I know not everybody's on a twin flame journey, so I want to send that through to those of you that are. And we also know there's soulmate energy here. It's clear. You are my soulmate. It's kind of like you're both saying it to each other. Look, you're both here in this energy, in this double energy. You're very connected. And it's interesting that the King and Queen of Wands are also here, because that's kind of lining up with the two devils today. I spy on you. We saw that Page of Swords in reverse, but we knew it was in the upright. So that's some spinner too. They're kind of in and out with that. Please forgive me. That's the Three of Swords in reverse. That's the Ten of Swords spinner. That's the Lover's card in reverse. It's a lot of things here. We are a fated connection. And that's the Wheel of Fortune as well. And we also know a new cycle. Deducing 201. Potential here, yeah. An opportunity for that new beginning. Should that be the path that you guys want to take, that the two of you want to take? These three coming together in this, and that's it. Please know you are perfect to me. I've fallen in love many times, but always with you. Yeah, I was just going to say the Three of Swords, the two, the spinners, they're really right here connecting with the devil energies. I'm captivated by you. I'm always rereading our messages. So that's also coming from you because you've been in the Seven of Pentacles waiting. But yeah, this is a message coming through for me. Mercury is oftentimes connected to reading and writing. So it can be that it's a written, that it's coming through in an SMS or an email, social media. It's probably archaic to say writing, but for some of you that are just having really big communication issues, if this is somebody you're dating or even living with or separated from, maybe you still kind of meet, whatever the case is. Channeled song messages. So messages from their higher self through song. I'm going to move the energy a little. Well, that's already coming out. It can be songs that resonate for you. You and the connection. Can be there are songs you don't like, you've never heard of. Maybe it's not your message. Or maybe you feel you're sending it. There's always a sentiment behind a song, and it can be names and locations, artists, something that is triggering something for you that I'm just not even going to know. It's the same mistake. It's been a long time running. Okay, that's the Hermit in reverse. It's been a long time running. It's well worth the wait. Long time running, tragically hip. All I want to do is find a way. I can't make it through without a way back into love. And if I open my heart again, I guess I'm hoping you'll be there for me in the end. Hugh Grant, Haley Bennett. I think that might be you sending both of these through. I am the lost you can't be found. My twin in flames lift me from the ground. Flame twin Nora Jones. So for some of you, that's a confirmation. Twin flame energy. But now they only block the sun. They rain and they snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. Both sides now, Joni Mitchell. That's the Lover's card in reverse. That's the regret. That's the Eight of Cups in the upright and the reverse. Regretting running. That's also Justice in reverse. Regretting not being honest, not being clear, not communicating. For some of you, that Seven of Swords energy. Also more bad judgment, leaving. What else? Some betrayal. It's regret. It's a card of regret. And it's the indecision in the cloud energy. It's kind of High Priestess and reverse energy, Cancer and energy, divine feminine energy, clouded insight, blocked intuition. They're clear now. And they're realizing that they're just blocking the sun, and the sun is the outcome, which we see here today. The sun is what you want. The sun is the beautiful, joyous outcome. It's it's the life force. It's growing everything. It's growing those sunflowers, which are connected to the crown chakra and the knowing and finding this solution, the highest and the best path for everyone. There's a lot of growing up going on, and it could be chronological or just epiphanies and realizations that it's not who they are anymore. Interesting. It's death card energy for me. It's coming in a different way. It's death of the ego. But if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the what of it? All our fears would be irrelevant if the world was ending. Julia Michaels, J.P. Say. That's it. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. At your best, you are love, Aaliyah. Oh yeah. Yeah, at last. The skies above are blue. That's the clouds moving. My heart was wrapped up in clover, and that's love coming in. And that's also the Wheel of Fortune. That's the turning point, the good fortune. The change. The night I looked at you, at last, Etta James, written by Harry Warren. I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy, truly, madly, deeply, Savage Garden. The last message today 'Cause honey, your soul can never grow old. It's evergreen. Baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. Thinking out loud, Ed Sheeran. Evergreen are the leaves that don't change color, and they're in the victory wreath and they're in the reunion wreath. Are you still here? You know, that's the question. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As always, it's my honor to channel for you. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading, watching readings and liking them. Of course, sharing them if you're inspired, and subscribing to the Tarot Closet, having your notifications on so you know when readings are coming in real time, when I'm going live. These are things that really help the channel continue to grow so that I can bring you more free readings here at YouTube. Free tarot readings, I should say. Love tarot readings. Thank you so much. I wish you love and light in all you do. Have a really beautiful day, and I'll see you at another love reading. Bye.